This is Zayn from Fight Hub TV, joined by Eddie Hearn out here today in Wembley. Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. What a fight. How did this fight get made?
You know, we know that prior to the 5v5, the Hrgovic fight was an option, and I always said if this fight can be for the world heavyweight title, then we'll fight Daniel Dubois. AJ will fight anybody. Now you've got two Brits, the world heavyweight title, 100,000 people, Riyadh season card, the undercard off the charts, September 21st, massive day and night for British boxing.
Talking about this fight, what did you think of Daniel's last performance against Hrgovic? You were there for the 5v5.
Yeah, really good. I mean, his last two performances, he's really, he's started biting down on the gum shield more. There's tougher tests ahead. But he deserves this right now. He beat the guy that not many wanted to fight in Filip Hrgovic. He come through him, and he's a serious test for AJ. This is not an easy fight, but it's one we're confident we can win.
News broke out yesterday with a video from Oleksandr Usyk himself vacating the title, and now news came out this morning that Daniel is the IBF world champion overnight. What do you make of that?
I love it, because AJ gets to dethrone a champion. When he becomes a three-time world heavyweight champion, every one of his victories would have been against the world heavyweight champion. Not a vacant belt, not anything like that. Do you understand? So that's important. And, for me, I've always believed that he will become undisputed champion. And this is the step before that. If he wins this fight, he will fight for the undisputed world heavyweight championship. I have no doubt. And that's where I believe destiny will take him.
What was AJ's reaction to this? I mean, before you ask him, he's always talking about the belts. The belts is the main priority. The Wilder fight, blew out. What did AJ make of this fight?
He don't care, honestly. He'll fight anyone. He was happy to fight Hrgovic. When Dubois won, he said, cool, let's fight him. He'd fight Fury, he'd fight Usyk. He'd fight absolutely anyone. He's shown that throughout his entire career. So, this is a serious test, serious fight, but, it's for legacy.
How do you expect this fight to play out in the ring with Joshua in there?
I think it's a tough fight. I think he's very active, Dubois. I think he won't be quite as active. You saw him take a lot of punishment against Hrgovic. AJ's a different type of puncher to Hrgovic. You cannot walk onto right hands. You'll go straight to sleep. So I think he'll be smarter, but he'll be active. And, he'll want to try and land the shots on Anthony. He believes he's got the power to hurt everybody, and he does. So he's got to look to land those shots. In doing so, he's going to be entering the realm of fire, and that's why it'll be a tremendous fight. Two massive punchers, two fit, fast, strong heavyweights.
In terms of AJ's mentality coming into this fight, I remember he put out a tweet that, when you realize you have to crush someone's dream to realize your own, you were just under face-off with him, speaking to him and Dubois. What was that like? What's the energy like?
Great, just went off that to be separated up there, Yeah, it's like, a few things were said, and I like that. I want the spite, and that shows you what AJ is all about at this stage in his career. He's not all about like, I can't really be bothered, it's another fight. He wants to take this guy out. He wants to prepare the best. He wants to win. And mentally, he's in a fantastic place right now.
Talking about undisputed, starting with Fury and Usyk. Usyk obviously won, isn't undisputed, now vacated the belt. What do you make of Fury's analysis of the fight where he said it was an easy fight, just got clipped?
I think sometimes Fury kind of says what he wants to say, pulls your plonker a little bit, and everyone knows how tough a fight it was, especially in that 9th round. But he'll come back and listen. He can beat him in the rematch. He's got a chance.
Yeah, he can beat him. How do you expect that rematch to go? Do you expect?
I think he's got to be aggressive. I think he's got to fight off the front foot. I think he's got to force a fast pace, which is difficult because Usyk's super fit. But I think he let Usyk walk him down last time. I think he's got to try and mix it up a little bit. And he did hurt Usyk in the fight, so he'll know he can hurt him, and he's got to try and do that more often.
Who do you favour to win?
Usyk, because I think it's the same when AJ got lost on points. You still favour Usyk, really. If AJ can do it, but it's very difficult in a fight that goes the distance like that in points to not favour the guy that's just won. But we'll see what it took out of both men.
Yeah, exactly that. Now, provided that does happen, obviously you backing your man to win, Usyk to win. Now we get a trilogy, AJ versus Usyk. Do you expect that fight to play out differently to the previous two times?
Of course. He's in a much better place than he was then, but Usyk's a tremendous fighter, so we know that you're fighting probably pound for pound number one. But the way AJ is right now, I don't see him losing. But, first things first, you've got to get through Daniel Dubois.
Yeah, exactly that. Talk to me about this fight being at Wembley. I mean, we've had a lot of fights in Saudi Arabia, going out to Riyadh a couple of times last year, this year as well. What did it take to get this fight in Wembley?
Well, whenever AJ fights in the UK in the summer, Wembley's the option along with Spurs. So we've boxed at both stadiums. This is the 4th time we've promoted a fight at Wembley for Matchroom. This is the 3rd time AJ's boxed at Wembley and headlined. It's just a tremendous stadium. It's the national stadium. You know, of course, this is a Riyadh season event. The undercard's incredible. It's probably the biggest night I've been involved with in British boxing. And, you know, for me, I'm just desperate to see Anthony make history and become a 3-time world heavyweight champion.
What makes you say that biggest night you've done in British boxing?
I think from top to bottom. You know, I mean, AJ Klitschko was massive, but the undercard was good. But this is on another level. You know, every fight up there can headline its own card. And, you know, the way boxing's moving right now, this is a really big night for everybody.
Are we expected to have more fights from Riyadh season in London, these massive mega cards?
I think, look, we've got our Riyadh season event coming up on August the 3rd with Crawford Madrimov and a number of other tremendous fights. September 21st, you've got London, Riyadh season. Then you're back in Riyadh for Riyadh season in October for Beterbiev against Bivol. And then you've got Fury against Usyk December 21st. I'm sure there's going to get more added. But amazing that His Excellency is listening to the fans and bringing these huge events to the UK and to London. And, you know, boxing's, I mean, tomorrow I fly to Phoenix for BAM against Estrada. Massive card, Sonny Edwards, you know, I mean, boxing's on fire all over the world right now, and this is at the forefront.
I mean, there were rumours before that this would be a 5v5 in the UK. Was there any truth to that?
No, not really, no. I mean, we don't want to do too many. I mean, we've just finished one. So we're planning the next one, but it will be very late this year or 2025.
And just final question from me. Devin Haney becoming champion in recess. What do you make of it?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's done with that WBC title. You know, I don't think he's going to fight the winner of Puello against Sandor Martin. So, you know, I think Devin will be comfortable at 147. You know, I think there's been a lot going on in his life, obviously. So he's just got to make sure that he gets himself mentally right, emotionally right, return to camp. And, you know, if he wants to fight Liam Paro, that option's available to him as well.
Thanks for your time, Eddie.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this video. And make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV. And give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.